Signs of Mitt Romney's campaign for Utah senator skirted the entrance to Dixie State's Holland building, where students gathered in line awaiting the former governor's arrival. Some students waited as long as 45 minutes to make sure they were first to meet what could be their new state representative. Many were hoping to get a chance to ask Romney his stance on issues.
I just want to see how relatable he is, to be honest. I'm going to ask him just a few positions if I get the chance, because I really do think America's facing quite the opioid epidemic right now. And
if I could ask questions, I'd like to ask just on his voting record if he's going to vote more like how Orrin Hatch has been voting, and I feel it's kind of a rhino position, versus Mike Lee, who I feel has been very good for the state of Utah.
Student volunteers were given Romney shirts to gather signatures. They were also registering people to vote.
And so, Dixie State is helping us collect signatures to get Mitt on the ballot. And so he wanted to come down here and talk to them personally, thank them for getting signatures, and encourage them to go out and vote and help volunteer for the campaign.
Romney will need 28,000 signatures statewide in order to make it on the Utah ballot in November. Romney's arrival brought cheers from supporters as he allowed photo ops from students and others anxious to meet and stand next to him.
Great to be at Dixie today. You know that? What a warm welcome. A lot of young people. Shook a lot of hands. And did we get signatures from all those folks? I sure hope so.
Romney believes he is the right candidate to replace longstanding Senator Orrin Hatch, who has served 40 years in Congress. However, he knows he'll have his work cut out for him as a replacement.
Well, it's clear I won't be able to have the tenure that Senator Hatch has had. For me to do that, I'd have to live to over 110 years old. But I do believe that by virtue of the associations I have in Washington, I've campaigned with some 40 different senators, that will help me be able to do more for Utah than the average new senator. And I also believe that my relationships in the White House with the president and with members of his staff will help me be able to help get things done for the people of our state. So I'm going to fight for Utah and use those associations and relationships to hopefully make me more effective than I otherwise would be.
Romney expressed his love for St. George, whose family dates back to its origin.
I have deep roots in St. George. My great-grandfather, actually great-great-grandfather, was the architect on the St. George Tabernacle, and actually died while he was helping construct the St. George Temple for my church. So this is a place that has a Romney connection right through to the ground.
Romney plans to campaign statewide over the next few months, making appearances just like this. He's counting on young Republican voters to unite in his efforts to win.
I think he has open views. I think he's pretty open to all sorts of ideas. And he gave me a shirt.
From Dixie State University, Melissa Anderson, CEC News.